Hands him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. That there, the first NFL touchdown pass for Sam Darnold. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And he's got to absolutely be sky high right now. The first touchdown pass in the NFL. The first of what should be many, many more. But 57 of them in 2 seasons starting at USC. None as sweet as that one right there for Sam Darnold. Hello, NFL.
Shit, I got the Jets. Shit. My shit bad, too.
Hey, you see that run with David Johnson? And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I hopped off after.
You should have saw David Johnson.
I hopped off after I saw the man running away from cornerbacks with guys. I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Y'all ain't won. That 21-0, I just turned it off, bro. Did you at least drop a like?
Damn, dude, thirsty.
You donate nothing, bro. Donate to the cause.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And pops free. The collision there, turned the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Yes, sir.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Like,
That corner came from the right side of the whole field. Man,
line of scrimmage again. The
you are
25,
go-to this year, bro.
2nd and 10.
Like, you got to catch those.
see J.J. Nelson getting it? Oh, no, not J.J. No, it's Kirk.
To throw again. Barrett. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Police?
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You damn right I do.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know. I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 1st down, Barrett to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Oh, man. They start, dog. Here we go. Oh, man. Khalif, I might have to sit you down, dog.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion, which is shy of the marker.
I can't afford no injuries out here, dog.
Wilson got hurt.
Yeah.
My nigga Robert and Beachy did hurt. I was mad.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one,
man. They passed up on when it's down. We take deliver that ball.
52 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Linebacker, you don't help that man out.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jets making their way out. Last year, the impressive
this year,
start. A lot of people predicted they would go 0-16, but then after that start, they sort of collapsed. Just 2 wins after Week 5. So as we look into this year, Charles, what can we expect from the Jets?
Well, I would expect them to continue to play with great effort because their head coach Todd Bowles demands that. But Sam Darnold, their number one draft choice, will be the key to their season. The faster that he plays well, the better the Jets obviously.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eli Harris.
Oh, and he hurt. Oh, my God.
we're going to get a timeout.
Oh, my God, dog. Look how you get hurt, though. Like, what's hurting you, bro? You too grown. You too grown, dog.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down.
Hey, bro, don't call my man
a very solid gain on that play.
Ooh, carry on Johnson hurt too.
Nah, don't wish that on my boy. Don't do that. We'll have to leave this game.
Let's go Lions. Let's go Jets. Let's go
Ohio! Ohio! On second down, Barrett. Incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that'll make it third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
Yeah.
You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on third down. Barrett to the right and complete to Galladay. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
New York set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gone! All right, now, look at
Darnold letting one go deep for a noon one.
Not Slay.
Falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Darnold down to throw.
Ziggy.
Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
He's sleeping his head. Keep out there.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Lions heading out, coming off a 9-7 finish a season ago. Another year without a playoff victory. And we said it last season, Charles. Unbelievable. They've won only one playoff game since the 1957 NFL championship game back when you were in high school.
Junior high.
And that one win was way back in January of 1992.
They do have optimism, though, because this team has been building. And I thought that their draft of 2018 signaled that they really want to help their magnificent quarterback Matthew Stafford and take the pressure off of him to produce 5,000-yard passing seasons, because they drafted Kerryon Johnson, a running back out of Auburn, and in free agency, got LeGarrette Blount, which signals to me that they want to play a little brute force football. They want to batter some people and take the ball out of the hands of Stafford so often. If they can do that, that'll allow them to slug it out with Green Bay and Minnesota for maybe a division title in the NFC North. Last but not least, you know they beat 57?
Who?
The Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to get back to their former glory.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Hit from behind and taken down. Avery Williamson. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, Barrett. And the pressure gets to him again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To throw is Barrett. He's going to go for a big play down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10.
Beautiful throw.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He his ankle, dog. No, carry on.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Buying time to his left. That was good. The 7-yard line, catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 44 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good.
Hey, Ken, I told you JT is going back to his Ohio State days.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more.
Let's go, teams. Let's go, teams.
Picked off by Tease Tabor.
Let's go.
Back. Interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Herndon's got it complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to
Speaking of hand.
To number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
On second down, here's Crowell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They ain't got hand in the middle, though.
Throwing here on third down.
Oh, you gotta.
His target, it's Anderson. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
I like the effort.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Barrett looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
He's trash.
Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They begin with a run by Crowell. He works his way forward for a couple up
And that's
past the
going
30.
through that middle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And all this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quadre Dick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
It was coming, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
See Sam Darnold getting in there?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flex round! Flex round!
Barrett now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
I just ain't trust JT.
The Lions had the fewest third down conversions on the ground in the NFL in 2017. What will they do here on third and short? On 3rd and 2, Barrett. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Steve McClendon able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Jets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
I honestly was trying to throw it away. I didn't want to take the ground.
It does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I
There's another interception. Picked by...
It's looking tough out there.
So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, catch him what they... Yeah.
Here's Barrett on play action.
JT Barrett. I got to throw Stafford in.
He's trying to get it to his tight end, Michael Roberts, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Off play action. Barrett, he's going to let this one go deep.
Let's go.
And at the
Let's go.
7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Marvin Jones helped the rookie out.
Already his second touchdown in this opening weekend. And the Lions add on to their lead.
No, nigga, that's JT Bird. Don't disrespect him. Bird out there delivering dimes.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A first down carry now for Crowell.
Come here, man. Stop playing with me.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They keep it with Crowell on first. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Try to run outside.
Here's a give to Crowell.
Try to run outside. He's waiting on
the
it.
wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
As he running outside, he's smacking him.
Play action to Crowell. Now McCall. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. McCall. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Oh my God.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. McCall. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
He spit the ball.
So we reach halftime. We will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
No, we ain't spending this time. We're going to spin him, though. Khalif, he's not getting caught.
There he goes left side. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
Barrett looks to throw on first. Shakes off the side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, there's the option going left.
Come on, JT.
He'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Ohio! Ohio!
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Can you?
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good.
To take them joints for 70
and that will extend the lead
can.
out to 24. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be
crazy.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Yeah, over the ball. I got it left. There we go.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Today, nigga.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get out.
No skill points for you today, nigga.
Release as this will be incomplete. Anunwa, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre
Oh, they called P.I. They got to give him some. They got to give him some. Good pick, Quandre. So you got whooped to that LMA?
So first
That's
and
tough.
10 now from the 30. On first and 10, here's McCown going underneath for Burrell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll go with the keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now this time McCown will throw. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. He's at the 50.
Let's take it back for 2, Jared. Let's take it back for 2, Jared. Let's take it back for 2, Jared.
All the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Why didn't he?
Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Avery Williamson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Barrett. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Terrell Basham in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Oh, my God.
Flex round!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jordan Jenkins in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Burrell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is McCown. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third, McCown.
Give me that. Oh, my God.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on
God,
is your
I
back
need
to
that
use
kick.
his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They are going for it. It's McCown. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jets have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll run it again with Crowell. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Last year, the Jets averaged exactly 4 yards per rush, and that's what they need here, 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's McCown. This is Crowell on the catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun here for McCown. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's McCown. And that'll be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here's Crowell.
Oh, my
And
dude
he's
just
in.
stopped.
Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown as a New York Jet. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
My dude just stopped,
Myers
dog.
connects on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice
wrong way.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw it to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On third down, Barrett. He finds Roberts, complete. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
He will be down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Barrett.
Good throw, Barrett.
He overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was
you see, he just stopped. He was open if he would have kept running.
And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So after the INT, it's McCown now. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And a play fake. McCown. High throw, but he makes the catch. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
McCown throwing on second. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
We've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Crowell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Looking to throw on second down. Barrett, left side completion to Jones. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw is Barrett, able to get away. Flush to his right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on.
Why did I you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on second down. Barrett.
Got him.
His throw is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw Barrett. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
The Warriors are interested in the possibility of trading for AD.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Barrett. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And that's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
McCown now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Working from the gun, McCown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third and long, it's McCown. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now McCown got to have this one. And he hits his man, Matthews. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Heading to the line, McCown with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Play action to Crowell. Now McCown.
Ziggy Answer.
They sack it back at the 33-yard line. Ziggy Answer. In there to take him down, and the clock will roll. McCown to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. McCown. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got a try it here. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
And hit.
Ohio!
I don't want to hear about me trading for no superstars or none of that shit.
Here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Flex round!
Throwing again. Barrett.
Oh, PI, they don't call it.
Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special. Every year, Week 1, you had to fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Detroit, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here.